When your wife wants a divorce and isn't trying to work on the marriage, you guys more than likely are feeling like you're in panic mode. You're about to lose everything you've built together. You might have to split time with the kids. You're going to have to divide your assets. And both of you are probably going to be in a financial spot a lot worse than where you're currently at. And of course, that's not the only reason you want to save your marriage. It's not just financial reasons. It's because you really love her and you built a life with her and you want to continue having a future with her. So when she tells you that she wants a divorce and she doesn't want those things, it's heartbreaking. And you're sitting here struggling and asking, well, how come she's doing this? And why is she feeling this way? And what can I do to stop her? And the one thing that I really want you guys to really wrap your minds around is that your wife didn't get here overnight. She got here after a long period of time trying to communicate with you, trying to express to you how she was feeling, and hoping that there would be growth on your end in order for the relationship to be able to continue. Welcome to the channel, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Mindy, and I work with men in long-term relationships and marriages to really empower them with the right skills, knowledge, and mindset to transform their love communication style and save their relationship. So if you're really trying to save your relationship right now, hit the subscribe button so you can be notified every time I release a new video on this subject. But really, that's the one thing I need you guys to grasp and to really wrap your minds around, is that when she gets to a point that she wants a divorce, it didn't happen overnight. It could have taken her years to get to this point. So when you're over here trying to say, hey, I want to work on the marriage, give me an opportunity, in her mind, she's thinking, dude, I've given you years. I've been telling you the things that have been bothering me, and you're not hearing me. You're not listening. You're not growing as a person to be able to walk on the same path with me to move forward. In her mind, you're not doing any of these things. So when she gets to a point where she wants a divorce, she doesn't want to work on the marriage. And at this point, she doesn't care that you do want to work on the marriage. So what do? Do you just let her go? No, of course not. What you have to do at this point is you really have to understand where she's coming from, why she's coming from here. You really need to take a few steps back and look back at the relationship for the last couple of years and ask yourself, okay, what has she been requesting from me? What has she been asking? What has she been needing? What have been challenges and issues that we faced that haven't been resolved? See, what a lot of guys like to do is when you've been with someone for a very long time and we start bitching about something, you guys over here just kind of brush it off and think, oh, she's just nagging again. So you don't really take us seriously. You don't take the challenges or the issues seriously. You're just thinking that we're just nagging or bitching or complaining just to complain and nag and moan. But that's not reality. The reality is when we bitch and moan and complain, it's because something's really bothering us and we are trying to communicate. So if you brush us off, or you get angry about it, or you get defensive, or you maybe stonewall us and shut down, those are all making us feel over here that our feelings don't matter to you. We don't feel safe coming to you and being able to talk with you about how we're feeling, because you've shown us time and time again, basically, she's talking to a brick wall. And so if you guys want to repair this marriage at this point, really essential to take the shield that you've been wearing, that you've been using, whether you're brushing her off, whether you're not taking her seriously, whether you're getting defensive or angry or lashing back out, whatever it is that you're doing, you need to put that shield down. And you really have to start growing as a human being. And you really have to be able to look at the situation and say to yourself, okay, where did I fuck up? Because I fucked up. She's out. And chances are, she's been telling you for a while what she's needed to not be out. And you haven't taken her seriously. So first thing you're going to want to do, if this is happening, is you're going to want to alter your love communication style. A lot of times what's happening in relationships is women need to be fulfilled in a certain way. You guys aren't fulfilling us in this way, so we come over you and we nag about it. You brush us off, you get angry, the love tank drains. Love tank drains, starts to get on empty. Guess what? She's all out of gas. She can't keep going. You're over here not even noticing she's out of gas. So it's important, very important, to figure out, first of all, what does she need emotionally? What has she been asking from you that you haven't been doing? It's something. Guarantee, guys, if you rack your mind, you know the answer to this question. But when she's ready to walk out the door, guess what? If you just start doing that stuff, it's not going to matter to her. Because at this point, she's going to think you're only doing it to get her back. And it's not going to be real. And she's not going to trust that it's going to be long term. So if you're in this situation, really important to understand that this is not changes for you to make, because changes, like I've said in other videos, they're not sustainable. They're not sustainable because you're just doing it to try to win her back. You're just changing so she sees these changes to get her to come back to you. Can't do that. What you have to do is you have to grow. You have to grow in your love communication style, and you have to really alter the way that you're showing her love. What does she need over here? What has she been requesting from you? You alter the way you are showing love. And once you can alter how you're showing her love, and you can do it in a way that becomes natural for you, it's going to become second nature, and you're going to grow as a person, and it's not going to be changes. It's going to be growth, because you've learned to alter the love communication style that you use in order to fill her up. And this isn't just about filling up her love lingo tank. Women also receive love when we talk with you, when you're open to us. And a lot of you guys, like I said, you put that shield up. So you have to learn to lower the shield. Be vulnerable. I mean, at this point, what do you have to lose? She's already walking out. Be vulnerable with your feelings, but don't overly communicate them. Don't send her long texting paragraphs and a huge email about your feelings, because at this point, when she wants a divorce, she doesn't want to hear it anymore. She wanted to hear it when she was trying to work on the relationship, but you weren't taking her seriously. So at this point over here, it's time to take the relationship seriously. It's time to take yourself seriously. And it's time to really reevaluate how you communicate love. When she came to you with a challenge, how did you react? And more importantly, why did you react that way? A lot of times, we react that way because it hurts. We feel that this person over here shouldn't feel that way about us. Not like we don't know that our shit doesn't sometimes stink, but that we contribute enough to the relationship to where that person should just be happy how things are. And that's just not reality. The reality is relationships are effort and they're work. And women, especially as they get older, their love communication style changes and what they need to be fulfilled. I'll link a video to the next one. Big purple elephant in the room that's destroying marriages. Definitely check that one out too, because as women get older, our hormones fluctuate, and what we need to fill us up also transforms at times. So it's really important, guys, to look at the entire picture, look at what it was that she needed from you, and ask yourself, why wasn't I giving her that? Was I taking her seriously? Was I the man that I needed to be? You guys are all the man you need to be. Just sometimes the hustle and bustle of life gets you to the point where you don't always react in the proper way. So really important, guys, create a safe environment for her to be able to share her feelings with you. And all that looks like is when she has an issue, listen and let her feel heard. And if you're going through a divorce and she's not trying to work on the marriage, you really have to do a 180 on the way that you were communicating love, and you have to take a step back, and you have to realize that what you were doing wasn't working, and you have to make drastic alterations to your love communication style. All right? And the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to ask yourself how she receives love, and have you been fulfilling the tank? And if you know that you've been fulfilling the tank, the next thing you want to ask yourself is, all right, What was it that she was requesting of me that I refused to do? And it's always something. There's always something. See, women don't just walk away from marriages. We really don't want to let go of years and years of what we've built with the man that we fell in love with. We don't want to do that. We don't do that unless we really feel that there's absolutely no option. So if you're in a situation right now where you really want to save your marriage, but your wife doesn't want to work on it and she's filed for divorce, book a call with me. Calls are absolutely free. They last about 30 minutes, and we'll discuss how a coaching program can actually save your marriage and get you back on the right track to repairing and rebuilding your relationship. I hope this video was helpful, everyone, and as always, stay happy, stay healthy, and most importantly, let's focus on falling back in love.